Hi everyone, my name is Denek Lucas and I am one of the co-hosts of this show called Heroes of the Week. Welcome back to another episode. This is a live show that you can watch on this YouTube channel. So, uh, as always, I would like to encourage you to take part in the chat. Guys, this is about football. This is about the week that has just finished. I'm going to give you my heroes, villains, team, and what else? Vocabulary and takeaway of the week. Normally, there is a guest. There is my second co host here with me. His name is Nrup, but unfortunately, he couldn't make it today. However, don't worry, you will hear from Nrup on the next episode of the Footglish podcast. Spoiler alert. And yeah, this will be about the Arsenal Wolves game. All right, but without further ado, let's get into the usual business, even though it's just me today. In case you are here, in case you're watching this live, why don't you help me out by leaving a comment? And then we can compare our choices. Okay, let's start with my team of the week. Well, it has got to be Bournemouth FC, right? The team that beat Nottingham Forest 5-0. What a fantastic result for Bournemouth. They are absolutely flying at the moment. Did you guys know that they have been unbeaten in their last 11 Premier League games? That's a fantastic achievement, isn't it? 11 games unbeaten. What a great run for Bournemouth. And Nottingham Forest, as we know, are no mugs. They're currently sitting in the third place of the Premier League table. Even after this defeat, they are still third. So Bournemouth, on the other hand, in the seventh place currently. Seventh place. And they are within a spitting distance of the Champions League spots. Because Chelsea, who is ahead of them only on goal difference, they have exactly the same number of points, 40. Then you've got Newcastle in the fifth place with 41, and Manchester City in the fourth place with 41. So, as we know, the first four teams will automatically qualify for the Champions League. But to be honest, this year it's going to be probably five. That's because the two best nations in that coefficient table will get two extra spots. So I think even fifth place will get a Champions League spot. And Bournemouth are really close. So well done. By the way, one of their players scored a hat trick again. The previous week it was Kluivert who scored a hat trick, and now it was Donga Quatara. I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing his name. Dango, Quatara, Outara. Someone please correct me. I think we will hear about this player more because he is on fire. So well done, Bournemouth, and you deserve this one. Okay, let's carry on with Hero of the Week. And yes, I could give it to this player that I don't know how to pronounce his name, and that's Outara, Quatara, I don't know. But that would be too easy, right? And also, I hate him because I left him on my bench in Fantasy League. Guys, he got 21 points. 21. I left him on the bench. Can you imagine? Can you imagine? So that's why you're not my hero of the week, even though you should be. But I'm going to give it to Caliefieri, the Italian defender of Arsenal. And this is because he scored the winning goal in the Wolves Arsenal game, which was a really tough battle. I will talk about this more on the Footglish podcast with Nrup. But this goal was so massive for Arsenal, and This Italian defender really was a great buying. We have to say it was a it was a bargain, real bargain. He's fantastic, and this goal could be worth a lot of money if it helps us win the title, which I think will be super hard because Liverpool won again. So who knows? But Caliefieri is my hero of the week, and deserved, I think, deserved hero. Now, villain of the week should really be Michael Oliver for his performance and for the way he treated Arsenal. I know everybody will say Arsenal are always crying and whatnot. But if you saw that game and you saw that red card decisions that happened in that game, I think you would understand what I'm saying. Even though there are some people who have a different opinion, but if you've played football, I think you will see that what Michael Oliver did in that game, how he impacted the game. Honestly, I don't know how Arsenal even managed to deal with it in such a great manner, because he could have just killed the game with that red card of Skelly. But we're not gonna make him a villain of the week because that would be too easy. Let's give it to Jindřich Trpisovsky. For those of you who don't know the Czech league and the Czech teams, well, Jindřich Trpisovsky is the Slavia Prague manager. I think he's an excellent manager. He has been at Slavia for 7 years, 8 years. I don't know how long, but he has been doing an incredible job there. He's like Alex Ferguson of the Czech league, basically, right? And everybody thinks that he should go abroad, and he was apparently offered a job at Crystal Palace at some point, but he seems to be happy in the Czech league. He has good salary and whatnot. But he's my villain of the week because his team Slavia are out of the Europa League after losing to PAOK Soluň, the Greek team. And I have to say, this is really disappointing. I watched the game, and I know there are some sort of circumstances that we have to take into account. The preseason was tough. The winter break preseason was tough for Jindřich Trpisovsky's team Slavia because they had a virus in the team. A lot of players just couldn't play in this game against PAOK as a result. So names like Bodil, Holeš, Provod, Chori, everybody was out for one reason or another. I think most of them because of the virus. So Jindřich Trpisovsky couldn't play his strongest 11. Even so, he should have done better, and we should have done better in the Europa League. So this is very disappointing, and he is my villain of the week because he is at the helm. He's the captain of the ship. He's the manager. So, yeah, but I think they can make amends in the league because they have a really nice cushion. Similarly to the Premier League, they have a lot of points. They have a nice cushion of points, yeah, ahead of the second team, who is currently Victoria Plzeň. I don't know if it's 9. I can't remember if it's 9 or 10 points or something like that. Right. Moving on. Takeaway of the week. Right. My takeaway of the week is Norway. Because what's happening there is that in their league, in their first league, the clubs have voted. I think it's the first and second league. The clubs have voted to drop VAR. They want to scrap VAR, video assistant referee, because they think it's destroying football, which obviously is a valid sort of argument. Is an argument that a lot of people have, that it's killing the emotion of football because you have to wait 2 minutes or 3 minutes sometimes to confirm the decision or whatnot. But I don't agree with this, to be honest. I think it's a backward step. I mean, I can't really agree or disagree with it. I'm not in Norway. I'm not from Norway, but you know what I mean. I don't think anyone should follow this basically because um, do you remember the times before VAR? Do you remember how many bad and wrong decisions of referees there were? This is a way. This is like an insurance that things are fair. A lot of people might say, well, it's not always fair, is it? Okay, we are getting closer, right? We're getting closer to some level of fairness. And yes, it's not perfect. Yes, it takes a lot of time. Yes, it kills the emotion sometimes. I completely agree. But still, to scrap VAR, that doesn't sound very progressive in the 21st century, in the century of artificial intelligence. I'm sorry, not for me. I don't understand why they did it. In my opinion, it's not a wise decision. Also, imagine if you have Norwegian clubs and then you play in Europe, you're going to have VAR there. So is it the right way to approach this? I guess they will save money. I wouldn't like it if it happened in the Czech league. VAR is here to stay, in my opinion, and it has made football better. People just have a short memory. People just forget what used to happen before VAR. Like 2-3 meters offside. Remember that? Remember the handball that never happened? Handballs that never happened? Fouls that never were committed? Do you remember that? Okay, not for me. This is my takeaway of the week. And I'm sorry, Norway. I don't get it. Right, next. Okay, I said Bournemouth are in the seventh place, and they are within a spitting distance of the Champions League spots. So if you are within a spitting distance of a Champions League spot, it means you're very close of something. To spit, I'm not going to do it, but you know what it means? To release the saliva out of your mouth. Usually little boys do it. I mean, they even sometimes compete who's going to spit further, right? And if something is within a spitting distance of something, it means it's very close because spitting, if you spit, you can't spit very far, right? You're not going to spit like 100 meters or something. So Bournemouth are super close to the Champions League spots. And we are also super close. We are within a spitting distance of the end of this show. I want to thank everyone for watching and supporting the show. And if you like what I talked about here, give it a like, give this show a like. If you didn't or disagreed with something, you're welcome, of course, to leave a comment. Say anything you want. I will take it. Okay, guys, thank you very much for watching, and I will speak to you next week. Take care. Bye-bye.